So NFL Week 11 starts tonight on Thursday Night Football with the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. Battle of the AFC North. Both teams are coming off close losses. The Bengals defense got exposed last game against the Texans, allowing 30 points at home. Only the Cardinals and Giants have allowed more trips to the red zone than the Cincinnati defense. They will be without wide receiver T. Higgins on offense. Even though the Ravens lost, they put up 24 points against the best defense in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, in their last game. I don't see the Ravens losing 2 in a row at home, and they will win 29-23. On Sunday, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be at the Cleveland Browns. The Steelers have played 6 of their 9 games at home this season, have not played much on the road. Cleveland is coming off an incredible comeback win against Baltimore. But for Cleveland, DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson will be starting for them. Unfortunately, Deshaun Watson is having season-ending shoulder surgery, so the Browns will go with the rookie in this one. The Browns defense is still elite up to this point in the season, but they might struggle on offense with the rookie under center. I still don't trust the Steelers though, who haven't been very convincing this year. I think the Browns will win at home 23-17. The Las Vegas Raiders will be at the Miami Dolphins. The Raiders are 2-0 since firing Josh McDaniels, but they didn't face great teams in those wins with the Giants and the Jets. Miami is coming off a bye week and could have rookie Devon Achane back. Dolphins defense looks like it's picking up steam with Jalen Ramsey back and a pass rush that is getting to opposing quarterbacks. Dolphins will win this one by more than 2 touchdowns. Miami wins 37-17 at home. The Chicago Bears will be at the Detroit Lions. A negative against Detroit is that their defense has given up a lot of points to teams this season. 24 to Carolina, 20 to Green Bay, 37 to Seattle, 38 to Baltimore, and 38 to the Chargers last week. Detroit is 22nd in coverage grades this season. Their offense has proved to be a high-scoring one and doing enough to win games. They will be facing the Bears, who will most likely have Justin Fields back. Chicago's O-line has been a bright part of their season for them, ranking in the upper third of the league. Detroit's offense will be too much for Chicago though. Lions will win at home 33-23. The Tennessee Titans will be at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville is coming off their worst loss of the season to the 49ers, where they only put up 3 points in that contest. They will get a chance at a bounce-back win with another game at home against the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are also coming off a loss, and their secondary is very average this season, and while quarterback Will Levis had a great debut, he hasn't performed well since that debut. Of 41 quarterbacks with at least 60 plays this season, he ranks as the 4th lowest success rate. Jacksonville will bounce back in this one, win one at home. It might be close, so they will win 24-20. The Los Angeles Chargers will be at the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams are coming off losses. For the Packers, Love has stepped up as of late, throwing for 289 yards and 2 touchdowns in his last game against the Steelers. The Chargers' defense is among the worst in the NFL. They rank 31st in yards allowed per drive. The Packers will take advantage of that and get it done. They will win 33-30. The Arizona Cardinals will be on the road at the Houston Texans. The Texans are on a roll, and rookie quarterback CJ Stroud is playing at an all-time high. On defense, their coverage ranks 12th in the league and will cause some problems for Kyler Murray, but their run defense isn't the best. Arizona can find a way to win if they can run the ball well, and whenever Kyler Murray is playing for Arizona, there's always a chance to win. But the Texans won't stop their win streak here, and they will defeat the Cardinals 28-24. The Dallas Cowboys will be at the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers have only 1 win on the season and can't produce anything on offense at the moment. They only scored 13 points on defenses that give up a lot of points in their last 3 games. Dallas is playing some of its best offensive ball in the past few years. Prescott threw for 404 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Giants. And of course, their defense is one of the best front runners in the league. Cowboys will win this one easily 37-10. The New York Giants will be at the Washington Commanders. The Giants are arguably the worst team in the NFL. They are relying on Tommy DeVito on offense, and their defense got beat badly against the Cowboys. They gave up 32 first downs and 640 yards in that game. The Commanders have shown that they can score this season, and they will in this game. Quarterback Sam Howell is leading the league in passing yards with 2,783. Washington will win this one at home 30-14. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be on the road at the San Francisco 49ers. After dropping 3 games in a row, the 49ers answered the critics and demolished Jacksonville last week. They have now won 7 straight November games and are excellent in these cold months as it gets into the postseason. Tampa won last week, but that was against a mediocre Titans team, and prior to that, they lost 4 games in a row. Their defense did play well though last week, stopping Derrick Henry, and they held the Titans in the red zone twice, and they also had a late interception. But the 49ers offense will be at full capacity, and they are just too good of a team when everyone's healthy. They will win this one 24-13. The New York Jets will be at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills just fired their offensive coordinator and are now 5-5 after losing to the Broncos at home. Josh Allen leads the NFL in interceptions and has had a tough go of it in some games this season. The Jets defense will cause problems for Allen, just like they did in their first game against Buffalo, but the Bills defense is number 1 in rushing success rate and number 2 in passing success rate, and they will ultimately get the best of Zach Wilson and a low-scoring Jets offense. This will be a tough game to pick. It really could go either way with how the Bills are playing right now, but I think the Bills will still win 23-20. The Seattle Seahawks will be at the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford will be back for the Rams, and they need to win now if they want any chance of making the playoffs. Seattle also needs a win, and they lost to the Rams in their first matchup 30-13. I think this game will be much closer than that one, especially with Matthew Stafford playing, but also the Seattle defense has really improved since that first game. Their secondary is strong, and the Rams secondary is sort of a weak point for them. They're not as strong, and they will have a tough time facing Geno Smith and all of his offensive weapons. The Seahawks will win on the road 29-26. And on Sunday Night Football, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Denver Broncos. Josh Dobbs and the Vikings are on a roll and are 6-4 behind the 7-2 Lions. For the first time ever in Dobbs' NFL career, he has a functional offensive system with good weapons and a quality play caller in Kevin O'Connell calling all the shots. The Broncos have won 3 straight games, beating both the Chiefs and the Bills in that span. This could be a close game, but I think Dobbs will keep it rolling and they will win 20-17 on the road. And for the game of the week, we have it on Monday Night Football, a Super Bowl rematch. The Philadelphia Eagles will be at the Kansas City Chiefs. This could also be a Super Bowl preview for this year, as these two teams are the best teams in the NFL right now. Both of these teams are coming off a bye week and have had time to prepare for this game. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts hasn't looked as good this season as he did in that Super Bowl loss in last year. He's a little banged up and isn't quite playing up to that level he was playing at last year. The Chiefs' defense is actually better than it was last year and has been helping them win games, especially when Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce have just been average on offense as of late. But Mahomes and Kelce will really test this Eagles secondary, and we will see if the secondary can keep up with these superstars and are the real deal. This really is a game that could go either way. It's a game where either team looks like a really strong pick, but I have the Eagles getting their revenge on the road. They will win this one in the last few minutes of the game, 26-24. And that is your NFL Week 11 game picks. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in Week 12.